half step off. Hello everybody, welcome again to Irving Croak Field at Pirate Stadium. We're about ready to have the coin toss between the visiting Nederland Bulldogs and the hometown Vidor Pirates. And Bob West, I tell you what, looking at the stands, I think there's no crime in Vidor because everybody is here.
Yeah, and a lot of Nederlands here too.
Yeah, Nederland filled up their side, took all of the tickets that were available for sale, and people are standing along the fence. They realize that not only is this the opening of district play, but this is probably the biggest district game right here.
Well, there may be a bigger one later in the year, Charlie, but just looking at what's happened thus far in the year, what was expected to happen, this is the game of the year in District 24A. Now, of course, a lot of folks in Port Neches would say, no, the game of the year is Mid-County Madness, and a lot of folks in Nederland would agree with that, but for a game that's going to determine, it could well determine the district championship, I think this is it.
Nederland has won the toss, and they'll accept at the left-hand side of your screen. There's Montana Kirante, number 23, all everything, this most valuable player last year. The quarterback, the middle linebacker, the coach on the field is what Coach Jeff Matthews calls him.
He's got to be one of the most unique athletes in high school football because, you know, a lot of kids go both ways on lower levels, especially, and some in 4A, but you don't, I can't believe there's many quarterbacks that also play linebacker. Now, there are probably some quarterbacks that get out in key situations and play safety or cornerback or whatever. Linebacker is a very physical position, and for this kid to do that and survive and thrive really is pretty impressive.
That's a throwback to the football of the 30s, 40s,
right,
and 50s where your best athletes never leave the field. And looking at the two rosters, that's pretty much the way it is tonight. We've got a lot of two-way players going on. On the Nederland side, you've got Deshaun Washington, who's going to be starting at right tackle and defensive end. So he and Montana Karate are may be meeting each other pretty close. Michael Shaw there set to return the kickoff. These are the real referees. We didn't have to negotiate with them.
Probably make an argument they're as good as some of the crews that worked in the NFL the past 3 weeks.
Well, I understand it. Last night's NFL game, they what is it the ref said? Hello, boys, it's good to be back. And everybody broke out into cheers. Right. When's the last time referees were cheered?
Yeah, and that'll last through this weekend, maybe. it'll be back to normal, but I think the officials, what the job they do is appreciated. It's a shame it had to come around about that way, but I think people understood that just anybody can officiate in the NFL.
Michael Tamayo kicks off for Vidor, taken at the 2, upended at the 25-yard line. Michael Shaw gets the ball out to the 26. First down and 10 for the Nederland Bulldogs. Nederland runs pretty much a spread offense. They've got their star running back, and that is Kendrick Hopkins. He tweaked, I believe it was an ankle or something at the game against Angleton, but 2 weeks of rest, he's been able to recover.
Yeah, I think it was more of a leg injury, Charlie. And of course, Nederland, last time they played 2 weeks ago, they had a shootout at Angleton and came out on the short end. But I think a lot of people were impressed at how they hung in a game that looked like it gotten away from them.
Carson Raines, the senior quarterback for Nederland. Hopkins behind him, fakes to Hopkins, rolls to his right, throws it deep. There's a guy wide open. Colton Kimbler
stay in bounds.
Caught the ball and could not stay in bounds as the Vidor defender fell down.
I thought it was going to be a touchdown when I saw the kid fall down. Bryce Cooper, number 3, I believe, the Vidor kid who fell down. So that's a positive way for Nederland to start off.
Colton Kimbler on a post flag. You can see him trying to stay in bounds. He couldn't. If he had started that route about a yard to his left, he would have gone into the end zone. But Nederland comes out shooting from the hip. Does a little waggle over to the right. Next thing you know, they're 30 yards downfield. Now from the shotgun. Carson Raines with Hopkins to his right. 2 receivers to either side. Hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins goes over the right side, hit at the 40 of Vidor and thrown backward 3 yards.
Pretty close to a 5-yard gain, a long 4, short 5, whatever you want to call it. Nederland will take that all night long on first down.
Vidor defense is a 4-3-4. Again with Montana Curante at middle linebacker. Now they bolt up on the inside, and Raines looks over to the side to call an audible here. Actually, 3 down linemen got a cornerback coming in from the backside to act like he's going to come in. Seth Barrow in motion, goes back to halfback. Drop back pass. Raines gets away from the rush. Rolling to his left. Throws it over the head of 2 of his receivers. That'll be an incompletion.
And there was certainly no room there. He did a good job getting away. Looked like he was going to get sacked. Got away, rolled left, but a lot of traffic where he threw the ball.
A lot of pressure from that left defensive end position, or actually the right defensive end coming in on Raines' left arm. I thought it was going to get him there, or maybe knock the ball out of hands. Christian Contreras comes in with the play from the sideline, and Raines, being a senior signal caller, is able to get up to the front line and call an audible. And look at that, they come out in a high stack right. Inside handoff to Michael Shaw. The ball's on the ground, and Vidor, I believe, has got it. Referee's looking to signal. Referees are going to talk it over. Everybody's waving. Vidor Pirates take the ball over at their own 43-yard line. You can see this fumble on the inside handoff from one of the stack backs. Shaw comes around, little tackle trap. The ball just gets punched out there by number 84. That's John Boy Smith of Vidor. So now we get to see the slot T in all of its glory as practiced by the Vidor Pirates. Jeff Matthews installs that at all levels. They run it at 7th grade all the way up.
An early challenge for Nederland's defense. Not terrible field position, but not great.
Durante with it. He's got an alley. One man to beat. Durante tripped up by the last Bulldog. Zach Taylor, number 11 at safety, trips him up at the 10-yard line.
And that's that sleight of hand with the football, and somebody on Nederland's defense didn't do what they were supposed to do. Larry Newman talked about that before the game. He said, for the most part in practice, we've done a really good job. Everybody's followed the keys they're supposed to follow. But 2 or 3 times, we don't get it right. And when you don't get it right on Vidor, it's a big play going the other way.
This time a little belly play as Curante fakes it to the fullback and then follows him up into the hole. Looks like he gets to about the 7-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from that point. No score here. The Pirates on their first offensive possession after recovering a Nederland fumble at their own 43-yard line. You can hear the band firing it up, the drill team. All of this action is happening right in front of the Vidor band. Fumbled snap, and you can see Nederland trying to move one of their defensive tackles over to a nose guard position just before the ball was snapped. They may have messed up the center a little bit.
So Vidor's looking at a 3rd and 7. This is a team that's only thrown 7 passes in the first 3 games. So now 3rd and 7 in the red zone. What are you going to do, Charlie?
Well, this would be a perfect time for play action, but I think Coach Matthews has more faith in the running abilities of the slot T. Slot right, and they scramble to a crazy double wing. There's the sweep. Thomas Novak tackled at about the 5-yard line. Student body right +1.
Good job of getting a pursuit of flowing to the ball defensively for Nederland. And let's see who comes up there and makes the stop. Looks like number 9 for the Bulldogs, that would be Colton Kimler. So I think once Vidor got in this position, Nederland would have settled for getting out of it with a field goal. Of course, that hadn't been made yet, and don't discount a fake. Although I don't think they will fake it at this point.
Michael Tamayo kicks it low.
Missed it.
Looked like he missed it. I don't know if he planted it, the left foot there, but the Bulldogs give up the fumble, but they hold on a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line, 0-0. Nederland's going to come back with their next possession when we come back in just a moment. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 20-yard line. Offset I formation for Raines. He hands off to Hopkins. Met in the hole hard by linebacker Steven Nazimski.
You know, David Coleman just pointed out something that may wind up being a big play in this game, and that was Zach Taylor running down Carante on the long run, tackling and keeping the ball in play, 1st and goal on the 10. And turns out that was a 7-point play, 3-point play, whatever you want to call it. Big psychological play for Nederland.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Wing left formation. Hand off to Hopkins. He's diving forward, getting to about the 28-yard line.
There's Carante. It blows me away, this guy. Plays linebacker and is very active and is in on a lot of tackles.
You'll see the middle linebacker coming here into your picture. I tell you, he finishes off Hopkins right there.
Doesn't mind sticking his head in there, obviously.
3rd down and 3, 4 yards on that last play. Bulldogs have to get to their own 30-yard line after the missed field goal attempt. Bunch right. Now they shift to a bunch left. Quarterback keep by Raines. He has nowhere to go. He's going to cut back, and his one chance is to throw it. He's got Pirates all over him. He gets outside of the tackle box and throws it downfield.
Got to wonder about ineligible receipt. Well, nobody was downfield.
No one went downfield.
Amazing, yeah.
I was watching in particular Deshaun Washington, who's listed at number 70 tonight.
Look at the position Vidor's in defensively here. I mean, they well prepared for this play, and no chance.
Nice run, though, by Carson Raines to keep it from being a big loss, as he was back around his 10-yard line when he reversed the field. Seth Barrow, number 4, the senior, in tight punt formation. Zach Taylor, the searchlight. Barrow's punt is end over end. It's going to be taken in the air by Bryce Cooper. Cooper is taken down at the 41-yard line, and that's about where Vidor was. So we're going to take a break for Vidor's 2nd possession. The score is 0-0. Welcome back to the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience 2012, the 18th year of the Friday Night Experience. We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, BASF Fina Petrochemicals, Lamar University in Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College in Port Arthur, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Community Federal Credit Union, and Mike Fulgence down at United Coin and Bullion. Carante. I don't know if that was a busted play or just a quarterback counter. He ends up moving forward for about 2 yards. You have to see that on replay because everybody else went to the right and Carante ended up going behind his left guard.
And Brock Pryor was waiting for him.
Brock Pryor has a list of scalps on his belt. fine defensive lineman for the Nederland Bulldogs. A senior with 2 varsity letters already under him.
It'll be interesting every time Vidor runs a play to see how many white shirts you see bunched up in what we call the box. They got 8 in the box right now.
Ferranti rolls out looking to pass. He's under pressure and is sacked. 3-yard loss. They were looking to throw it deep. Had 2 receivers out, one on a flag and one on about a 15-yard out. But they're both well covered.
Kobe Karan finishing him off there. Get the number of the guy that was in on the bottom.
3rd down and 10. Play is sent in by Kobe Scorilla. Pirates with a slot right formation. There's the jet. Jeremy Stevenson going around. Ferranti looks to throw. Got a guy open. Overthrows his receiver, DJ All.
And that, folks, was his 2nd incompletion of the season. They were 6 for 7. Now they're 6 for 8. So good job defensively for Nederland. Forced a punt, 3 and out.
Bulldogs drop 2 receivers back. The punt from, guess who? Montanta Carante. Which means you always have to be aware of that pass threat. Nederland's got a couple of cornerbacks out watching those receivers. Carante, a good leg. Taken by Taylor. And Zach Taylor takes it on about an 8-yard return out to the 32-yard line. Nederland will have a 1st and 10 from there with their 3rd offensive possession of the game. It is still 0-0. Stay with us. Welcome back. We'd like to thank a new sponsor, 5 Star Feeds. We'd like to say that 5 Star Feeds supports our area high school football teams, and we appreciate your support. Offset I formation. Hopkins with the ball, tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about a yard.
And that provider was number 31 in on the stop, Sage Smith. Not a lot of running room thus far for Kendrick Hopkins between the tackles.
Vidor's front 4 doing a good job of neutralizing the Nederland offensive 5 offensive linemen. 2nd down and a long 8. Michael Shaw split out wide to the near side. I formation. They, again, just a little power play. Hopkins moves the pile forward to the 42-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Good 2nd effort there for Hopkins. Got a nice block up front from Logan Albrecht.
3rd down and short. Nederland seems to be wanting to just meet the Pirates head on when it comes to this rushing game instead of trying to throw it over the top.
I would think they would like to set up some kind of play action when they're throwing.
High wing right. Brains the quarterback up. Right guard jumped. Flag stopped the play.
Well, let's see the call now. Vidor jumped across and then Nederland moved, so let's see how the officials read it. Should be a neutral zone violation on I think. I mean, it was my early impression.
And that's the direction Raines is pointing. He heard the referees talking to each other. Interesting offside signal there.
Yeah.
That's the Run DMC version of offsides. You know, it's he started. It looked like he was doing the illegal procedure arm thing, and then
he
because
locked his arms in.
1st down for the Bulldogs out to their 46-yard line.
2nd 1st down for Nederland.
This is about what I expected in the 1st quarter. I was not expecting that big pass play by Nederland, but the fumble down at the Vidor 43 turned that over. Hopkins hit.
Well, Vidor had a tremendous amount of penetration. I believe that's Sage Smith again getting the stop. But Vidor was, they had 3 guys. Watch the penetration Vidor gets here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3.
They're not really hitting the lineman, the offensive lineman in front of them. They're shooting gaps. And that is very hard from an offensive lineman's standpoint. You have to vary the snap count or set up some type of quick little traps to take advantage of that. Because what they're doing is they're taking 3 steps, getting on your side of the ball, and then seeing what's going on. And Hopkins is not able to get very much running room when that happens. Raines. Middle screen and well played there. Michael Shaw caught the ball as a wide receiver coming back to the middle, had some blockers with him. Vidor shuts that down also.
I think it was about to break for Alex Boutte. I think makes this tackle here that probably saved 7 or 8 yards. I think he wasn't going to break it all the way. But
gain of 1 yard. It's 3rd down and 9 from the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Clock's under 40 seconds inside the first quarter. Carson Raines in the backfield with Kendrick Hopkins. Hopkins at his left. Looking to his left. There's the slant. Flag thrown as the pass was in the direction of Marcus Barton.
not really happy. They're not real happy with that call on this side of the field. Got to be pass interference.
The Vidor faithful are saying, oh my no, but we can see it here. And whether he was falling down or being assisted from our angle is kind of hard to see. Even the twin sisters up top, the HD cameras, can't see through a receiver into what the defender's doing on the other side.
Yeah, I think he had his hand in. His right hand wrapped around.
Ball moves forward to the point of the infraction. First down and 10 in Vidor territory at the 47-yard line. Three receivers to the left. Fake it to Hopkins. It's a keeper by Raines on the left side. He skips out of bounds. Marked at the 44-yard line. 4-yard gain, second down.
Nice play fake there.
They really came in on Hopkins, didn't they?
Yep. Crashed down on Hopkins. Raines got him the nice first down pickup.
And the drive continues for the Bulldogs. Three receivers to the near side along with Hopkins. And again, defensive line comes across. Does the offense draw them or did they merely react to the movement?
See if we get a different signal this time. Yeah, back to more conventional offside call this time.
Well, if we were in the Olympics, we'd have to grade down for creativity because that's the same old offsides. I like the earlier one was kind of had a flair to it.
So you have to wonder if Raines is doing something with his snap count or Vidor just overeager.
Second down and 2. Raines comes out. The three receivers are still to the right, but Hopkins is to his left. Raines works to his left, gets away from the middle linebacker and gets the first down. Durante came shooting across, but Raines was able to shake away from him. First down, it looks to be at the Vidor 30-yard line.
Why the clock isn't rolling. He was clearly in bounds.
I think they're setting the sticks first. Now they've got it running.
That's going to be the last play of a very fast first quarter.
A fast and exciting first quarter, and 0-0 is your score on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, the first district game in 24A. Charlie Jellin and Bob West, we will be here when you come back. start the second quarter. On the Vidor 30, it's a first down and 10 for Nederland. So they took the ball and methodically moved it down the field after a missed Vidor field goal. A little bit of a wing tee on their own. Zach Taylor trying to get to the outside. There's flags all over the place as Zach Taylor is tackled 3 yards deep.
That did kind of look like Vidor's wing tee, didn't it?
It sure did.
Vidor runs a little better than Nederland does.
It's either holding or a block in the back, and it's going to be holding. That'll take Nederland back 10 yards. They're both black and gold, Bob. I'm going to be confused all night. You and David Coleman will have to help me out.
Well, first of all, are they going to take the penalty? There's a 3-yard loss on the play, so it could be second and 13 or first and 20. They are going to accept it, I believe. And I think that's a smart call.
Yeah, 10 yards the way things are going right now could be very, very important. A game of field position. The chess match is on between Coach Larry Newman, 20 years at Nederland, and Coach Jeff Matthews. Each a true believer in their offensive and defensive systems. Raines under center, 2 receivers to the right, fakes to Hopkins, throws back to Hopkins on the screen, and he is snuffed out, gets about 2 yards on the play, but well played there by the middle linebacker, number 23.
Karante, yeah, he did a great job staying home. Who should have better recognition than a quarterback?
It's hard to run a middle screen against a quarterback. I mean, he's just, I've seen this. I've tried to run it hundreds of times. So it's second down and 18 to go after the 2-yard gain. Raines looks deep, nobody open, a lot of pressure. He just throws it away, trying to hit a sliding Shaw over on the far side. Pass is incomplete. Third down now.
Third and almost 20. This is a tough one.
We've had a great reception here from Vidor High School, all the way from Superintendent Jay Kilgo, Principal Travis Maines, and I especially want to thank the Vidor High School culinary arts students for making the magnificent spread here in the press box. I ate all mine about 5 o'clock. I did leave some for Bob and David. They came here a little later. And poor James Ware and Nick Canisalis, their car overheated. They missed out on the food.
Just more for us.
Raines, there's that center screen again, and Karante sniffs it out. Tackles Brandon Self for a 1-yard gain.
Vidor's defensive recognition is just outstanding, Charlie. They just not going to get that past them.
2 times now they've run that wide receiver middle screen where the wide receiver is slanting back to the inside with blockers. 4th down now, and Nederland will come out in punt formation with Seth Vero dropping back to do the honors.
You would think he would try to get it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Give Vidor a long field.
Vidor's Bryce Cooper's dropping back to his own 10-yard line. Ball is spotted at the Vidor 38. He holds it long. Noses over, hits at the 5, bounces right into the end zone. First and 10 for Vidor at their own 20 when we're back. It is scoreless. 9:40 left in the first half.
Once again, I would like to remind everybody about the Friday night experience on Fox 4 tonight at 10:30. The game will be rebroadcast.
Vidor quickly on offense here. They would like to congratulate the 14 members of the Vidor High School choral program who placed into Region 10 all-region choir. We heard one of the young ladies sing the national anthem today as the band played. Excellent job there in the fine arts department. Jeremy Stevenson bringing the ball around on an end around is tackled for a loss.
Jordan Wood had it sniffed out. I heard some of the fans holler horse collar, and I think it was probably pretty close on that. If we get another look, we'll see. But Jordan Wood did a great job of reading the play and being there to stop it.
Close to it. It looked
Pretty
like
close.
He had his left arm
Yeah.
in the back of his shoulder pad.
Yeah.
Of course, the referees are here to not only enforce the rules, but to ensure player safety. It was one of the big reasons why the replacement refs were talked about in the NFL. Inside handoff on a slant, and the linebacker was there for Nederland, but a gain by Thomas Novak back to the 20-yard line, so he regains the 3 yards that were previously lost.
Corbin Stampley stamped it out.
You've been waiting all year to use
Yeah, I
that.
am.
Newspaper people sit around and have fun with people's names. I assure you, with my last name Jellin, they've had a lot of fun with mine. And I'm sure you've heard Go West, young man.
Oh, no, not many times, Charlie.
3rd down and 10. Vidor breaks out of the slot T. Carante rolls to his left, throws, got a guy open, caught. First down at the 35-yard line. Pass is caught by Bryce Cooper.
Nice throw by Carante, running to his left. The toughest throw for a quarterback to make. Set it up, of course, with play action. All their passes are set up off play action.
First down and 10 on the 15-yard gain to the 35-yard line. Vidor on the move. Back to the wing T.
Hole this time.
There's a mistake. Thomas Novak gets 12 yards. A mistake by the defense allows him to go through. Somebody lost an assignment there. 12-yard gain, another first down for the Pirates. Getting close to Nederland territory.
They do such a good job, Carante does, with handling the ball and faking. If you're a defensive guy, it's so easy to get caught trying to look in and see where the ball is. And about that time, somebody goes past you.
Slot left, jet motion, hand off to the fullback, and he is hit right in the middle of the play by Corby Curon. That's Mike, I believe Michael Godo. No gain on the play, and he was hit by the nose guard and a crashing defensive lineman. Defensive end coming in from the outside. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Slot left. Jet motion. This time Carante on the option. Cuts back. Still on his feet. Great run by Carante. Gets 14 yards on his own.
Missed tackle there. Give Carante credit for that because he kept his legs churning, but he pulled away. He pulled out of a couple. Watch now, let's see. Okay, right there's the first miss. Right here is going to be the second miss. And he got 5 after he got hit.
Sage Say finally tripped him up, and he staggered forward for another 4 yards. Great run there by Carante. Handoff to Novak, works over the left tackle. Gets 2 yards. 2nd down. The whole thing about that slot T, one missed assignment and boom, it's off to the races.
That's all it takes.
Because they run north-south. They're not running side to side. They're angling off from the center of the offensive set toward the opposite pylon. They're not trying to get around you. They'll just run through the middle.
And this is the kind of team that you don't want to get behind because it's so hard to get the ball back from.
Slot right formation, jet motion. Carante handed it off to Michael Godo again, I believe.
You know, Charlie, it's so amazing that this Carante kid has been able to stay healthy. And not only does he play linebacker, a contact position on defense, but in this offense, he gets hit a lot of times whether he's carrying the ball or not.
Short gain is going to be 3rd down and A long 7 to go from the Nederland 37-yard line. Vidor with its deepest penetration. Clock is running inside 5:40. Vidor faithful cheering their team on. Slot left. Karate rolls out looking to pass. Got a man open through the hands of his receiver at the 20-yard line.
He was open. So 4th down, what will the Pirates do in a game of field position? I would think they'd probably kick it. It looks like they're sending the punt team out there.
It's a good flood route. He had receivers going out short, medium, and long. Tried to throw it long and just threw it through his arms. The man was open. You can see here on the play. 3 receivers going out.
Now, if you're going to fake, this is a good position on the field to do it. Even if you don't make it, you're
and it is a fake. Karate kicks it. It is blocked. Caught in the air by big number 55, Brock Pryor.
And did he improvise on that play? Was he going to do that rugby style kick all along? It looked like he was seriously looking downfield to throw it. Didn't see anything, and then tried to punt it. And I think some fans are upset because they hit the punter, but once he comes out of there running like that, then he no longer has the protection of a punter. And that's the 3rd down pass that went incomplete.
You can see how wide open that receiver is. He was behind. Now here's the kick, and it actually is hit by one of the Pirates before Brock Pryor gets it. But you're right. Once he leaves that area, he is considered a running back. Wing right formation. Handoff to Hopkins. Plows up the middle, gets about 5 yards, maybe 6.
Yep, one of the few times that Hopkins has been able to get to the 2nd level. I mean, Vidor has been there all night. They're getting a lot of people around the football.
Again, we welcome a new sponsor. 5 Star Food supports all of our area high school football teams. 2nd down and a long 5 to go for Nederland. Ball just inside their own 43-yard line. I formation, tight end to the left side for Raines. Hopkins working up the middle, no go.
Nothing doing.
Trying to pull the ball away from him. Steven Nemzinski. And that's what a good defensive coach teaches you. The first guy stop the guy, the second guy try and get the ball.
I believe the play was over up there. Even if he'd gotten it loose, it wouldn't make any difference. Whistle had been blown. Nederland got 3rd and about 7, long 6.
Clock at 4 minutes for the half. This game may have gotten a late 7:30 start, but it's moving along quickly.
That's what you'd expect with playing a team like Vidor. They're going to play fast games.
Hopkins to the right, Raines rolls to the right, has room. Caught by Seth Barrow for a 1st down for Nederland in Vidor territory at the 48-yard line.
Raines buys a little time, rolling out. Good throw, 1st down. You know, we've talked a lot about what Vidor does offensively. They are by far the #1 defensive team in the district, allowing only 133 yards a game. Now, part of that's because they dominate ball control so much, but still 133 yards a game and only 21 points they've given up in 3 games. So that's 7 points a game.
Raines sends Shaw in motion. Handoff in the middle to Zach Taylor. Number 11 pushes the pile forward. He's right at the 1st down marker. Going to be close to it. Nederland sideline erupts as Taylor drags the pile forward for 3 yards.
Well, that's the most productive running play tonight, and he had some room. He got to the 2nd level before there was any contact. And
jumped over that tackler.
Yeah, and look at him keep moving forward.
I didn't realize they still taught the standing broad jump like that. 1st down for Nederland. 38-yard line.
Well, this is Nederland's 3rd trip, I believe, into Vidor territory. They big pass play on the first drive got them in there, and then the last time they were down to the 30-yard line before getting backed up.
Staying with that spread formation now. Hopkins to the left of Raines. Raines looks deep. He's got a guy open. Colton Kimmler. Great coverage.
Yeah.
Good makeup coverage there by the cornerback. Ball was overthrown, incomplete. Austin Rodriguez, number 8. Kimmler had a step on him when the ball was thrown, but Rodriguez covered it, and you can see he's right there in perfect position.
No room there. It'd been a perfect throw to make that one work.
Have to be one of those. There's a flag on the play. I did not see. It's on the far side.
Is this an offside?
I believe it's another offside.
Almost got to be offsides.
Maybe the defensive end got one count early.
And I really didn't see that one that time. I wonder if he lined up offsides.
May have been.
Because I really didn't see any movement.
First down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Bunch right formation. Hopkins is on that side also. Raines hands it off to Hopkins. Following that bunch, gets the first down at the 25-yard line. 8-yard gain.
And this is by far Nederland's best possession of the night. They're starting to move some people back with their offensive line.
We're at Ivan Croak Field at Pirate Stadium on the campus of Vidor High School for the opening game of 24A District. Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, the 18th year. Again, a spread formation. Hopkins to the left of quarterback Carson Raines. Raines keeps it, dives forward to the 23-yard line. Make it the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain for the Bulldogs.
Well, this play started, this possession started, back around the 38-yard line after the botched punt by Vidor, and Nederland plugging away. They're probably still on the fringe of field goal range.
Tanner Noel, the kicker for the Bulldogs, junior kicker's got a good strong leg, but he needs to probably get about 5 or 6 more yards. There's another wing T play as Hendrick Hopkins bounces outside, gets close to the first down. He'll be just a little short. It'll be 3rd down as the clock gets at 2 minutes in the first half.
And Hendrick Hopkins does a good job bouncing this one outside. Nothing there. He bounces off his own offensive lineman, number 70.
That's Deshaun Washington.
Deshaun Washington, yeah.
Washington shifting from tight end to right tackle. Went from a 90 number to a 70 number.
He's a big guy to run behind.
3rd down and a long one for Nederland. They come out in a double wing set. Raines looking for the first down.
I believe he's got it.
Into the 15-yard line. Clock is running. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And the clock stops as they move the chains for the first down. Exciting game here in Vidor, Texas. Larry Newman and Jeff Matthews. Can't really say they're trading pieces, but it certainly feels like that. Right now, Newman's offense moving Vidor's defense. I'm sure the young Pirates are getting a little tired. And I say young Pirates, I shouldn't say, because most of the defensive guys, I think 9 of them.
Yeah, they were around last year.
Understand, but still being on the field for most of the first half is bound to wear you down. And there is a timeout called by Nederland. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in just a moment. Nederland High School is going to be hosting their homecoming parade next Friday. They'd like to invite local businesses and clubs to participate in this year's homecoming parade. To participate, please call Miss Furby, the secretary at Nederland High School. There's no entry fee. Just decorate your floater vehicle with black and gold for the 2012 Nederland Bulldogs homecoming parade. Will be coming up around 4 o'clock, and then, of course, homecoming game versus Livingston will be played next Friday night.
Well, we're down to 52 seconds in the first half. Deepest advancement by Nederland. Vidor, of course, got down inside the 10-yard line on its first possession tonight. Nederland slight edge in total offense, 93 yards to 87. Hadn't been a lot of offense. 8 first downs for the Bulldogs, 4 for Vidor. Of course, 3 of Nederland's first downs have come on penalties. And you know the Bulldogs want points out of this possession.
Down to the 15-yard line. Spread formation. Rains to his left. Looks deep, has a man open. Touchdown, Nederland. Pass to Michael Shaw from Carson Rains. 15 yards for the score.
Nice job of moving around in the pocket, buying that little extra time Carson Rains does. Watch him move left here. And great protection. Just outstanding protection from the Nederland front people.
Held the ball until senior Michael Shaw was able to get free from the cornerback. They were dancing around each other in the end zone. Wasn't really a pump fake. He just waited until the route went around. Now Tanner Noel, the junior kicker, set to attempt the point after, and these are very crucial. Good snap, good kick. Point is good. 7-0 Bulldogs over the Pirates with 46 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. And the Nederland Bulldogs would like to give a big shout out to Coach Don Humphrey at Nederland High School. Bob, you'll love Coach Humphrey. He doesn't listen to the radio. He doesn't watch the early scores. He always watches the game of the week as if it were live. He doesn't know how the end is.
That's a man after my heart, Charlie. I do that stuff all the time. I tape games and go home and watch, and I don't want anybody telling me the score. It's like I try to put earplugs in.
Throw the whole cup of popcorn at somebody if they say something. Now watch this. No, shut up. Don't tell me. Noel with a pooch kick, taking it to 33-yard line, and that's trouble. You get past that first line, there's no one there.
So here's the situation now. Be interesting to see what Vidor will do, and the clock should stop. It's still rolling, and Nederland will have no problem with that, but they need to set it back to about 45, 46 seconds.
Bryce Cooper caught that short kick that Tanner Noel put across the field.
So will Vidor now try to do something that's really not in their game plan, and that's just drop back and start flinging it down the field? Because you just you'd have to break along when to score from here running the ball. Not likely. Would think Nederland would loosen up some defensively, give them 6, 7, 8, 10 yards.
Slot left formation for the Pirates. There's the jet. Carante keeps it, running around the left side. It's amazing. He gets away from 3 tackles, actually knocks the helmet off of Colton Kimmler and keeps going. First down on the 11-yard carry.
Yep. One thing he didn't do is get out of bounds. I think as soon as they get set up here, they're going to roll the clock or they're going to take a time. Let's see.
Or was there a flag thrown? Timeout's called by the Vidor Pirates here as Kimmler lost his helmet. He's going to have to sit out a play, but with the timeout called, he'll be able to come right back in. Bob, so far it's been a very, very exciting game, but a defensive shot, really, a lot more than the offensive shot we were expecting.
Well, but with these two teams and certainly Vidor's history and their defensive numbers, again, they've only given up 21 points all year. They're a tough defense, and part of their defense is controlling the ball, and I'm guessing, I have no idea what the numbers are, but I bet their time of possession in their first 3 games is averages over 30 minutes, just with their ability to run the ball and make first down.
Vidor won their first game 41-0 against Santa Fe. Then they defeated Bridge City 45-7. Then they jumped up against the 5A Friendswood Clearbrook and beat them 33-14. So a lot of points have been put on the board by the Pirates in the first 3 games, but here we are in district, and they've been held to a goose egg so far in the first half.
Well, they're more of a passing formation this time. Nope.
Somewhat of a dive play to Michael Godo, and he was set up as the, I guess you'd almost call it the bunch back on the right-hand side. Lots of motion to try and get Needleton off balance, but it ended up being basically a dive play to the tailback. Gain of a couple of yards as he was tripped up by the defensive lineman. 22 seconds left in the first half now. Vidor calls their second timeout, again to consider everything that's going on. Kirante taking a knee, resting his legs. Young man playing both ways. He's the punter. I don't think he's on the kickoff team, but that may be the only time he ever comes to the sideline. A fine player, most valuable player in the district last year.
And deservedly so. He's a good one. I really have a lot of respect for a kid that does all the things he does. A very physical player for a quarterback.
And I wonder, has he had any college offers or anything like that we know of?
Don't think so. I think he's one of those really good high school players, Charlie. And maybe at one of the lower levels, he'd have a chance to play some.
The advantage of having the Port Arthur News' David Coleman. We both look over at David. Has he had any college offers? And the next thing you know, the iPad is flipping around. We have an answer for that in a moment. Slot right formation. Novak with the ball. Number 5 gets to the 35-yard line. He'll be close to a first down.
So they're moving it down at a pretty good pace, but it's just time is not on their side, down to 17 seconds. Is that their last timeout?
I believe it is. Well, it's a referee timeout. They have to bring the sticks over from the far side to check on the first down. From my vantage point, he's got it because the ball is laying right on the 35, but my eyes and those lines are not always very straight. That is a natural turf field, so the lines don't always lie exactly perpendicular.
Got it right. He's there. First down, Vidor. They can be set up, ready to run a play. As the clock starts here, they are going to have to throw it pretty quick, though.
Nice shot there by the field cameraman, Cody Riggs. Makes it easy.
Although Nederland defensively is not set up like they expect to pass.
Clock is running. 1st and 10. Ferrante to throw. He's under pressure. Got a man open. Intercepted.
He could go a long way with it.
15-yard line.
No,
intercepted by Colton Kimmler, who's tackled at the 30-yard line. 15-yard return.
And that'll do it for the first half. And Kimmler just kind of playing center field, floating back in the middle of the field.
2 men were over there. 2 Vidor Pirates were there on the route, but there were 3 Bulldogs that had dropped way back. And like you say, they disguised their defense very well. It looked like they were in their normal 4-4-3 configuration, but at the snap, they all started dropping back. defensive line put a little pressure on Carante.
So I think we're going to see him take a knee here. Will Vidor treat this like Tampa Bay and come crashing?
Oh, I hope not. This is the protective formation. And Vidor leans over and just touches, knee down. That's the end of the first half. Nederland 7, Vidor 0, a fantastic game. We're going to send you back to the Fox 4 studios for the scoreboard update with James Ware, Nick Canisalis, and then come back and join us. It's a good one.
Social officers are historian Kayla Montero, treasurer Hunter Franco, secretary Shelby Flannery, vice president Tyranny Wallace, and president Megan Collins. The 2012-2013 officers from left to right are First Lieutenant Kristen Simney, Lieutenant Emily DeBoo, Captain Hallie Maker, Lieutenant Jenna Dunley, and Lieutenant Katie Schmidt. The Western Knights were performing a military routine to Americana.
2
Dupont and junior for the day. Kicker of the week is senior Jessica Casper and senior Destiny Patterson. Banner girl is junior Sydney Comer and senior Brother Mitchell. Congratulations to these Westerners. The Westerners are under the direction of Mrs. Laura Kendrick. Band continues the 2012 marching season, performed by the Golden Net Carol Team and the Golden Field Flag Team to the hit I Don't Care.
Ladies and gentlemen, that fabulous drill team of Southeast Texas, the Vidor High School Brigadettes and the Vidor High School Mighty Fine Marching Band Choirs will present a routine to the music alive and amplified. Lieutenants for the Brigadettes are Allison Carter, Kennedy Mitchell, Rochelle O'Berry, and Brittany Shelton. First Lieutenant for the Brigade is Mackenzie LaPrey. Brigade Captain is Amanda Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen, the band of bands, the Mighty Fine Marching Band. Savannah Parfait and Cheyenne Ross. Quarters for the band are Taylor Fraser, Caitlin Medley, Madison Marino, Jessica Miranda, Rachel Moore, and Jessica Morris. Band lieutenants are Cherise Fontenot, Claire Green, Stephanie Lowe, Maddie Marlowe, and Cody Pridgeon. First lieutenant is Devin Gidry. Band captain is Dallin Packer. Piccolo and Dallin Packard on trumpet. School, Susan Bruner. Vidor Junior High, Dennis Rowe and Trudy Smith. Vidor High School, James Parsley, David Johnson, and Ronnie J. Touchstone, Director of Music. As most of you remember, when you came into the stadium tonight, there was coupons being sold from project graduation. If you look at your red coupon, I have the winning number here, and if you have the number, come up to the press box. Representative from project graduation is here. Tonight's pot is $954. Tonight's winning number is 697 559. Once again, the winning ticket number tonight is 697 559. Project Graduation says thank you very much. We have some area halftime scores of interest here. At halftime, it's LCM 21, Livingston 21, Lumberton 13, Fort Neches Groves 21. And at the Beaumont Bowl, it's Ozan 14, Central 7. These are all halftime scores.
Hello everybody, welcome back here for the second half. Nederland Bulldogs 7, Vidor Pirates 0. This broadcast will air again next week on Vidor Television 27.2 digital. Our special thanks to Joe Shannon and Adam Apodaca for helping us out. We've made Adam run all up and down the stairs here, so I feel a little guilty, but he's a young man with good legs, so I don't mind. Bob, you got some stats for us?
Okay, pretty even game statistically. First downs, Nederland 9, Vidor 6. Rushing yardage, Nederland 60, Vidor 92. Passing yardage, Nederland 48, Vidor 15. Total yardage 108 for Nederland, 107 for Vidor. About as close as you can get.
Wow.
Montana Caranti, the leading rusher in the game, 6 carries, 66 yards. That's 11 a carry. Kendrick Hopkins 9 for 36 for Nederland. The passing yard. Let's see. Nederland receiving Shaw 2 catches for 16.
And the 1 touchdown.
And the touchdown. Quarterback is 6 of 9 for 48 yards and the touchdown.
Now that's not the storm front coming through from the left there. That is the smoke from the large new cannon that Vidor debuted tonight. In the first half, pop was a little bit loud as the team ran on, but that second one definitely woke everybody up within the 5-mile radius. And you can see there's not much wind. We did have a little bit of rain, but it's just barely going from left to right here.
And our window pane has cleared off. Charlie, how do we get that done?
I don't know. Kickoff from Noel, another pooch kick. This going down at the 15-yard line, caught in the air and tackled immediately at the 22-yard line. Taken there by Geth Simmons.
Zach Taylor, first man down on the kickoff, and he got the tackle.
Friday night experience corporate sponsors. Always we thank them. BASF Fina Petrochemicals, Lamar University in Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College in Port Arthur, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, Mike Fulgens at United Coin and Bullion, and of course the 5 Point Community Federal Credit Union. Durante hands off to the fullback. I believe that's Michael Godo. Godo gets maybe a yard forward. Of course, we're going to have a trivia question here from the IBEW Local 479 in just a minute here. Got to work up to that, and it's Vidor trivia. We may finally throw Bob West this year.
You got me last week at Orangefield, didn't you?
No. You got it right.
I did get that one, sure.
Yeah, we were asking about pole vault champions.
That's
Bob
right.
West reached into the deep recesses of his mind and brought it out.
Look
and
at
there's
this.
a breakthrough. This is a foot race, one man to beat, and he gets it. A missed assignment, and Thomas Novak scores from the 24-yard line, a 76-yard run off left tackle, and Vidor strikes early.
Well, that's what you need coming out of the half when you're behind. A big play, get momentum on your side. Just looked like a simple play right in the middle.
Is that a happy coach or not?
Right there.
Novak
like Deshaun Washington was the only one that got a hand on him, and he is able to outrun Zach Taylor and get to the end zone.
Novak taking the place of suspended Justin Moore. Here's the point after attempt. It's blocked. It is blocked. The kick from Michael Tamayo is blocked. He picks up the ball. One of the Pirates picks up the ball and goes out to the 6-yard line. Wow, that is a major turn of events as Vidor's point after to tie the game at 7 was blocked.
Well, that's a missed field goal and a missed extra point for Vidor in a close game. You know, you don't know what's going to happen, but if it stays like this, then you're going to point to the 2 kicking game breakdowns is just disastrous.
See here on the replay, it's just a low kick there blocked, I believe, by Deshaun Washington.
I think that's who it was. I'm pretty sure it was. He came right up the middle, got a big paw on it, and so momentum still with Vidor scoring the touchdown, but that takes a little off of it.
Head coach Jeff Matthews took his team to the 3rd round of the playoffs last year, lost to Angleton, currently 3-0. Next week, Vidor will be playing at Ozen. Ozen playing for the Beaumont Bowl tonight.
And leading 20-7 late in the first half, last score we had on that game. 28-7 now. Well, there goes my pick.
Again, fans, this is live on tape. It's live for us. You're seeing it tape delayed at on either Friday night or Fox 4 or later on in the week on Vidor Television. And of course, we have the advantage of David Coleman and his ubiquitous iPad sitting next to us, keeping us up to date with everything going on in the world. Tamayo ready to kick off. Very short stance, takes 3 steps, and the soccer kicker puts it up deep. His dad's actually a homicide detective in Nederland. We better be nice to him. Michael Shaw takes the kickoff, gets it back to the 30-yard line. So let's see what the Bulldog offense can do after the Pirates strike hard.
Well, that's kind of a stunner for Nederland. They worked so hard to get their touchdown, and then boom, Vidor hits them in one play.
Just about doubled the offensive yardage there, didn't it? First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They were very methodical going down to score just before the first half was over, hitting on a 15-yard pass from Carson Raines to Michael Shaw. Now I right formation, Raines under center. And off to Kendrick Hopkins. He's tippy-toeing right there at the defensive line. Gets forward for 2 yards.
And Carante, the ever-present Carante around the football.
Coming in from his linebacker standpoint. Carante rolling out of the way as the pile kind of fell back toward him. Again, an I right formation. Raines checks out of it. He's got 10 seconds left on the play clock, so plenty of time. This time the offensive audible being brought in from the sideline, or waved in, I should say. Raines underneath. Everybody got it. Quick hitter over to Michael Shaw. Maybe a 2-yard gain on that.
Good sure tackle. Play depends on the receiver making the first guy miss. First guy didn't miss.
It's going to be a 3rd down and 7, maybe 6, a long 6. Ball's between the 33 and the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. They come out in a bunch left set. Raines in the shotgun. Still at 10 seconds.
Excuse me, Charlie. Vidor crowd really back into it now.
Raines rolls to his left. Got a guy open. Almost intercepted as Raines had the ball go out of his hands. 2 Vidor Pirates were closer than anyone else.
Nobody around it. Not a good offensive series for Nederland, but a great defensive series for Vidor.
And definitely the momentum's on the Pirate side.
That very close to being an interception. Worst throw Carson Raines has made tonight.
Bryce Cooper drops back to return the punt from Seth Barrow. Searchlight Zach Taylor clears it out. It's off the side of his foot, going to hit it about the 40. Takes a Nederland bounce. Cooper taken out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Let's get up that trivia question here of Vidor history. And Bob, you know, I know you know a lot about music. Between Clay Walker, Tracy Byrd, and George Jones, how many #1 hits do they have combined? Now, all 3 of these singers have Vidor roots. So think about that, and you've got a series of numbers there.
So it's just a 1. I've got a 1 in 4 shot.
You got a 1 in 4,
right.
but think about, you know, you got the Possum and the 2 more recent singers, and how many combined #1 hits. Now that's the hard part. And you're going to be surprised, I think, at the different numbers of hits, and we're going to show you that as part of the answer. So fans, place your bets. Let's see how it goes. Slot left, given to the slot back. Jeremy Stevenson with the ball gets out to about the 35-yard line. 2-yard gain for the Pirates. 2nd down and 8.
I'm gonna have to see those numbers again on trivia. I didn't write them down, so I'm scrambling now to. Okay, all right. I've settled on my answer.
Okay. We'll get the answer after the next play. So it's 16-20. He's writing them down, Truck. I'm impressed. The man's studying. He didn't have time to Google it, although I'm watching David Coleman to make sure he keeps it on the stats. Carante with the ball around right end. Breaks containment. He's going to be close to a 1st down. Tackled inbounds, and it depends on the spot. Looks to be a little short, but the referees are going to give us an official timeout to check. So let's bring up the trivia question here, and let's get Bob's answer.
I'm going for C, 28.
28. So Clay Walker, Tracy Byrd, and George Jones. How many #1 hits? Bob says 28. And Truck, what is the correct answer? 22.
Well,
just a little short.
Missed long.
But look, Clay Walker actually has more #1 hits than Tracy Bird does. That's amazing. First down for Vidor. And I need to point out their history now. Of course, the Possum, George Jones, was raised in Vidor. Walker graduated from Vidor High School in 1987. Tracy Bird graduated in 1985 from Vidor High School. So all three of those singers.
Pretty illustrious grads.
And if they're not in the Gulf Coast Hall of Fame, Music Hall of Fame, they will be. I know George is already there. I think Clay and Tracy may be in there as well. I never make it past the Janis Joplin statue. or ZZ Top. Yeah. First and 10 for Vidor. We've got a slot right, jet motion. Carranti keeps the ball, rolls to his left, goes back, and the linebackers catch up to him.
Good job there, Colby Caron, turning him back inside. Didn't let him get outside. Turned back up into the teeth of the defense right here. Caron riding out. Funnels him back in for Corbin Stampley.
1 yard gain for the Pirates, 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to run in this ground-oriented game. Slot left formation. They run out of it. Power play to the tailback, and he breaks free. Still running.
Spun away from Deshaun Washington at the line of scrimmage and turned it into another Vidor first down. And Vidor's come back with fire here in the third quarter.
Sage Smith with the ball on the power play gets to the Nederland 45-yard line.
Right here looked like Washington had him and he just twisted away. Nice piece of running.
Stampley finally able to put him down. Manhandling him. The Vidor Pirate running backs are really running hard now, keeping their feet moving at all times. Slot right formation with the jet. Carranti hands it off to Jeremy Stevenson going around the left end, and the cornerback comes up and plays it very well.
Yeah. Jordan Wood not having any part of that one.
Jeremy Stevenson, number 4 with the carry.
Jordan Wood, a senior linebacker with 2 varsity letters already, 5'10", 205 pounds. Was able to hold on for Stevenson as the cavalry shows up. 2nd down and 10 for Vidor. As I said, Vidor will be at Ozen next week. Nederland has their homecoming against Livingston in the 2nd game of 24A district play this year. Durante with a middle trap. And the trappee was not trapped. Handoff went to DJ Au.
Brock Pryor stopping that one right there. Pryor's got him there, and then he gets help, but Pryor had him. So 3rd and long, first time Vidor's come up to 3rd and long in this half, really. They've moved the ball very well.
And Adam Apodaca helped me with the pronunciation. DJ All. I apologize for mispronouncing the young man's name. He would run over me if I didn't correct it.
Vidor going to have to hurry on the time clock here. It's inside 4, 3, 2, 1. They're going to have to burn a timeout.
And they take a timeout with 5:23 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a break ourselves. It's exciting. Bulldogs 7, Pirates 6. Third down and long for the Pirates. In the third quarter, they had a quick score at the first part of the third quarter. Long run by Thomas Novak. Then the extra point was blocked. It is 7-6, 5:23 left in the third quarter. And Bob, we're going to have, and the trivia question, by the way, I want to give a shout out to IBEW Local 479 for sponsoring the the trivia question there that Bob, I think you got close enough. I'm going to count that. I mean, that was a hard one. I guessed wrong. I'll tell you that right there. Because I honestly thought that Tracy Bird had more #1 hits than Clay Walker did. Slot left for the Pirates. Carante with the ball, looking to pitch, holds it. 5-yard gain, but he's going to be short of the first down. So let's see what you do on 4th and 4 from the opponent's 39.
I believe they're going to play field position, or at least they're going to send the punt team out. They're always a threat to fake it with Karani back there, and they're in a position in the field, on the field where you can do that.
Vidor defense able to stuff the Bulldogs on their first offensive possession of the second half.
That's another reason why I think they're going to punt it.
Low snap, Carante kicks it. A good strong kick, hits at the 5 and goes straight into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their 20-yard line.
So Nederland 3 and out on their first possession of the second half, hanging on to a very tenuous 7-6 lead.
One of the points the Vidor Pirates are very proud of, and this note from their principal, Travis Maines, they have been the District 24A accounting team champions for 8 straight years. And when you talk about, you know, the dominance that Orangefield had at the state pole vault level, when you are the top accounting team for 8 straight years, that says something about the total program. I mean, David Coleman, did you come from Vidor? No, a little farther away, I guess, but he has to use an iPad. Pirates can do it in their heads. Spread left formation for Carson Raines. Kendrick Hopkins to his left as the coach is audible in the call. Vidor changes their secondary. Nederland goes deep.
That was pretty close to pass interference over there. Sure looked like there was some contact. I think the Nederland receiver thought there was some contact. I think the Nederland coaches, let's see. Let's get a good look at this.
Double coverage on Colton Kindler over there. Inside and outside are the Pirates.
Whew. Sure looked like he was draped over him.
2nd down and 10 on the incompletion.
There's Larry Newman saying, what? You can't see that? He had his arm all over him. But Nederland doesn't get the call, so it goes down as a good defensive play for Vidor. 2nd and 10.
Bunch left formation. Raines looks over to his bench, still has 13 seconds on the play clock, and he rolls to his right, has pressure, throws it, almost intercepted. A great defensive play by Bryce Cooper to cut inside of Michael Shaw. Almost had a turnover in Bulldog territory.
Well, great break on the ball by this kid Cooper. Watch this. I mean, the ball goes up, and he becomes the aggressor in going for the football and almost gets it.
Now the Pirate faithful on the stands are shaking.
3rd and 10 for Nederland, and the Bulldogs really need a play here. They need to get a first down. They have absolutely nothing going. The crowd is in the game. Momentum is on Vidor's side, and if they don't get a first down here, Vidor's going to get good field position.
High left formation, Raines under center. Fakes the draw. Does the throwback, and wide open is Zach Taylor.
He may go.
He's got one guy to beat, got to get away around Bryce Cooper, and Cooper tackles him at the 23-yard line.
Nice play on the throwback, and the Bulldogs, they needed that one badly.
Taylor lined up as the tailback. He took the fake from the draw and just continued running a route. You can see him there going around. Raines looks for him the whole way.
And he is wide open. Beats the first man, and it's a foot race. Doesn't quite have the angle. Cooper does a good job. Gets him out of bounds.
And is that no, I almost thought that was Carante, but that was number 22, Alex Butte, coming in to make the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Raines under center. Hopkins single back. Hopkins on the quick hitter. He's going straight up the middle. Gets the first down to the 14-yard line.
Well, what a difference one play can make in a football game. We saw it when Vidor broke the big one. Now Nederland has countered. And has a great scoring opportunity here, first down from the 14.
Clock stopped at 4:05 while they moved the sticks.
That's the most room that Hopkins has had all night.
Just a little quick hitter. I don't know if there was a trap play or anything like that. It looked like the offensive lineman just engaged the defensive lineman, and Hopkins slipped right through the hole. Vidor with 3 down linemen.
Let's go, defense!
Hopkins over left tackle. Hit hard at the 10-yard line, falls forward to about the 8.
Again, great. The offensive line, the Nederland's offensive line really comes off the ball this time. If we see the replay, watch the line clear it out. Excellent block from number 69, Justin Bird.
Michael Gutto lost his helmet on the tackle, and under the new rules, when your helmet comes off for any reason, you have to come off of the field for 1 play. Spread right formation, handoff to Hopkins. He jugs over 1, dives for the end zone. He's close, but he's going to be just short, gets the first down. Hopkins, a lot of penetration by the Pirates at the line of scrimmage. Hopkins jumped over that man.
Yeah, Hopkins watch the move he makes now here right at the line of scrimmage, over a tackler, and then he's got some daylight, and he does a good job putting his head down, getting all he can out of it, like it's going to be 1st and goal inside the 1 for Nederland.
And the Bulldogs broke the huddle with 12 guys. They did not notice it. Pro right formation. Quarterback sneak, Carson Raines. He's in the end zone. He has the touchdown. Nederland 13, Vidor 6.
How big was the throwback pass on 3rd and 10?
Great call there by the Nederland offensive coaches.
It was almost like Vidor just didn't recover from that, and it just really lit a fire under Nederland.
2:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Nederland 13, Vidor 6, and now this very important point after attempt to turn it into an 8-point game. Tanner Noel from the hold of Jalen Barfield. High snap, Barfield's going to fake it. Wow, he took it just on a straight plunge.
Oh, that's big there. That's big. That's
Bob, during the commercial, I want you to explain to me why.
Yeah, I want to see the replay before I try that.
It looked like a call. It looked like a called play.
It did. I'd see. I don't. It was a called play.
His knee was up before he touched the ball, and it looked like the Nederland offensive line didn't really fire off. It is 13-6, 2:37. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Nederland 13, Vidor 6. 5-Star Feed supports all of our area high school football teams. We appreciate their support here on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. Charlie Gillen, along with Bob West and David Coleman of the Port Arthur News. David keeps us straight on the numbers. We're just talking about football.
Well, and we've got a really crazy play there on the extra point. I'm just really shocked that Nederland, with a chance to go up with 8, would try that. Obviously, if they make it, it's a 2-score game. Now you put yourself in a position where they can tie you or beat you with a touchdown in a 2-point conversion, or tie you with a 1-point conversion.
Tanner Noel's kick is picked up by Geth Simmons, and he gets it out to the 20-yard line. Actually hit the ground in front of him. Again, Nederland using the pooch kick, where they try and kick it in front of the deep receivers and force them to slow up so that the coverage can get there, and it worked. Anytime you keep a team on their side of the 25, the kickoff team, coach is very happy.
So Nederland stiffened defensively on the second batter possession. First time the Pirates broke a big one.
Shift into a slot left. Hand off to Novak. Number 5 runs hard. That's the same play that they scored the touchdown on. He gets out to the 25-yard line. 5-yard gain. There's an injured Bulldog down at the 20-yard line. As both coaching staffs come out very quickly to check on him.
Caleb Malvo,
one of the defensive linemen.
And there's a flag for I believe he gave a signal for blocking below the knees.
As the injury timeout goes through, we'll go ahead and check on a few things, and you can see it here on the replay. After this, we will go ahead and take a commercial break, but that's the end of a play. It's a 5-yard gain, but we'll wait and see if the young man's able to make it off on his own. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Caleb
13-6, the score is big number 49, Caleb Malvo. He's able to walk off under his own power. He's staggering a little bit there. 5'10", 300-pound nose guard. Penalty is called against Vidor.
That's a big one.
Personal foul, one below the waist, stiffing first down.
Personal foul takes it back to the 10-yard line. But the Pirates get to replay first down. First down and 20. Half the distance marked off from the 20-yard line, so it'll be first and 20 from the 10. The referees are stopping everything here. I don't know if they're questioning whether the clock should have restarted after the injury or what. Again, the referees making sure everything is handled fairly according to the rules.
Well, he's saying wind it.
Wind it up. The play clock actually restarted. It doesn't matter though, Vidor's underneath. Slot right, Crazy Jet. Durante with the ball. And I tell you, he met several Bulldogs that time after Jordan Wood turned him in.
23, Montana Durante with the carry.
64 and 60 look like William Holman and Jaron Johnson up there pretty quick for Nederland. Again, he gets turned back in. That's what you got to do, and there's help there.
2-yard gain, second down 18 for the Pirates. Colby Sciorria brings in the play.
It's a tough down and distance for Vidor. Tough down and distance for anybody, really.
Crazy wing formation. They send him around. There's that inside trap, and the Bulldog linebackers are just right there. It looked like Corbin Stampley was just standing in the hole waiting on the play. Jeremy Stevenson, I believe, with the ball, and you can see him come around here, and there's the linebacker meeting him right there. Gets him out to almost the 15-yard line. We'll call that a 3-yard gain, so it's going to be a third down and a long 15. Marcus Moore coming in for the Pirates from the sideline. He splits out far right. Three receivers to the right-hand side. Durante rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's got a guy underneath.
Not going to be enough. Got the completion, coming up about 5 yards short on 4th down. So Vidor will have to kick it away here on what will be, they don't even have to punt it before the quarter runs out. Their call.
DJ All with the catch, and you can see the tackle downfield by Sage Say. A great game here between Nederland and Vidor. Now, the last 3 games have been won by the home team. Very close games. Durante, a very low kick, hits and goes up in the air, taken. And I tell you, Zach Taylor takes it, tries to get to the wall. He's going to be taken out of bounds right at midfield. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Nederland 13, Vidor 6. We'll be back for the finale in just a moment. As we start the 4th quarter, I have a couple of notes from Principal Stephen Beagle and Travis Maines at the 2 high schools. They want you to know they have their yearbooks already on sale. And the Vidor yearbook is on sale for $60 until November. And the Nederland High School Journal, they actually have old yearbooks that they're willing to sell at the homecoming game for $25. So you can get the new one in Vidor or the old one in Nederland. But those yearbooks are always great things to have and hold on to, especially if you're a senior in 2012. Look at this game. Handoff from Raines, only good for a couple of yards before Vidor's defense shoves him down.
Not much doing. Pressure really on the Vidor defense right now, Charlie. They cannot afford to let Nederland get any more points on the board. So not really the kind of an offense where if you're more than 1 score behind late in the game, you're kind of at a disadvantage. As long as they can keep it a 1-score game, obviously we've seen them break a big play, but they have got to get a stop, get Nederland off the field. There's still a lot of time.
We still have to judge the Rick's Auto Body Excellence Player of the Game. That's going to be a tough thing. Kendrick Hopkins again on the trap play. Gets out to the Vidor 45, gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Well, last time Nederland faced 3rd down, they made what at this point is the play of the game with the little throwback pass to Zach Taylor.
3 receivers to the left side for Raines.
Vidor's offsides.
Vidor jumps off sides. Well, let's see what happens here. They stop the play. Let's see what the referees have to say as they come in to confer. It's not normal for them to stop a play on an offside. Usually they'll let the offense go ahead and take the free play, but it may have been he came all the way across and everybody stopped. And that's indeed what happened.
That one really hurt Vidor. That's I don't know whether it's going to be a first. Yes, it is going to be a 1st down. So that's big there.
Good hard count by Raines. Looked like Raines brought the defensive end across. He was a full step over.
The reason they stopped the play was Raines took a knee as soon as he got the snap. That way, that's smart on Raines. That's a pretty heady play. That ends the play, and the guy can't get back.
You saw the Nederland offense run very quickly up to the line of scrimmage, and now Raines gets the audible from the sideline. Still 5 seconds on the play clock. Raines throws a quick little bubble screen over to Shaw, and he's got a block. He's off, and that's a touchdown for Nederland. Fantastic downfield block there by Colton Kimler. Sprung Michael Shaw for his 2nd touchdown.
And on the replay, Charlie, let's see if Nederland's fullback isn't in motion. I thought he moved forward before the snap.
He was leaning.
And Vidor didn't get the call, and I think some of their fans saw it. Turns out great for Nederland. That opened some daylight. But let's see on the replay. We didn't get it from the start.
Got to run it back a little farther there, Truck. But here's a great field shot from Dale LeBlanc showing Michael Shaw just riding that sideline. Now the kickoff, the point after by Tanner Noel. This time they kick it away. It's good.
So the Bulldogs up by 14 with 10:16 left, and this is a tough, really tough situation for Vidor.
We'll be back in a moment. 20-6, Nederland over Vidor.
Make a good case.
And fans, I tell you, as we come back to action, we're arguing who would be the Rick's Auto Body player of the game if it ended right now. But with 10:16 left and Vidor's quick hit ability, we're going to have to be very careful. This broadcast, by the way, will air again next week on Vidor Television, 27.2 digital. Our special thanks to Joe Shannon and Adam Apodaca for helping us out today. Joe let us sit in his booth here. And the window's starting to fog up. It may be raining out there. Tanner Noel, again, a high pooch kick, taken at the 29-yard line. And, oh, there's a hole there. Vidor's going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
I don't like that.
You don't like the pooch kick?
No.
DJ All took it.
I understand why you do it against certain teams that have dangerous kick returners, and I'm not saying Vidor doesn't have good kick returners, but that's an awful lot of field position to give up.
Well, that ball was not in the air very much, and generally what you do with a pooch kick, you want it in the air just as long as a normal kickoff. It's just you angle it across the field,
so it's hanging up longer,
so that your defenders can get down there and get the guy quickly. That didn't happen, and DJ All returned it out to the 48. And Montana Carante puts it into play. Hand off to Novak around left end. Tackled at the line of scrimmage by the Bulldogs.
Watch the pursuit on this play by number 70, Deshaun Washington, coming from the backside. Now Stampley winds up getting the tackle, but watch Washington. This is a big man running this play down here.
Big number 70.
Right there.
He makes first contact.
Yeah.
Novak was able to shake him off, but by that time the linebackers were there. Slot left formation. Crazy motion. Carante rolls to his right, still has the ball. Gets away from the first two, and the third one knocks him down, a yard loss. Montana Carante playing a valiant game, playing his heart out on both offense and defense.
Well, now we talked earlier, a huge 3rd down play for Nederland, and they converted. Vidor has an even bigger 3rd down play, and if they don't convert this one, they've almost got to look with 9:23 left. They've almost got to treat this right here as 4-down territory, I think.
2 scores down in the 4th quarter. 9:23. Clock stopped on the play that went out of bounds. Slot left formation. Carante looks to throw. He's got a man open. And there are several. There are 2 white jerseys there and 1 black jersey.
So big decision for Jeff Matthews here. It looks like he's sending the punt team out. That's
a hard thing.
It's a 2-possession game for them. If Nederland makes any 1st downs at all, you got to be ready now for a fake.
Nederland drops back 2 return men. Looks like both Seth Barrow and Zach Taylor are back there. Carante's kick. Michael Shaw watches it hit, picks it up at the 9-yard line, and there are Pirates all over the place. He gets 2 yards by diving forward. First and 10 with 9:06 left in the fourth quarter. 20-6 Bulldogs over the Pirates in the opening game of the 24A District Championship.
Okay, it's from Vidor's standpoint, this has got to be a 3 and out. They cannot let Nederland burn time off the clock.
Pirates had to use 1 timeout earlier, so they only have 2 left in this game. Bulldogs have all 3 of theirs. Vidor had to burn 1 there. The play clock was down to about 2 seconds, and they were still moving around, so they had to burn 1 on an earlier possession.
Vidor looking for the turnover right now. They need a turnover. They'll be tackling the football.
I formation, reigns underneath, hands off to Hopkins. Flags thrown.
Probably going to be illegal procedure on Nederland. A play late if you're Vidor.
And it did look like Hopkins was leaning just a little bit forward. Illegal procedure called, and the clock continued to run there between the time when the flag was thrown and it was actually announced to the crowd. Referees are going to confer to determine how much time needs to be put back onto the clock, but that play does not count. It's going to be first down and 15 to go.
I think the procedure came from somebody in the offensive line, Charlie. I don't believe Hopkins moved. Put 10 seconds back on the clock, he says.
Can you imagine what that was like before electronics? Well, you could probably just yell to the guy on the sideline and say, you know,
hold the clock for 10 seconds.
What do they call that in soccer? Extra time? We'll just keep playing and just add it on at the end. Stop time. That's somebody in the truck actually follows
there
soccer.
You go.
How dare they? This is Southeast Texas. Now, a lot of soccer, good soccer players.
A lot of good high school soccer around here.
Yes, indeed.
Nederland's #1 goal, job 1 for the Bulldogs, protect the football. Even if you go 3 and out and punt it, you're 2 scores ahead, and you just want to make Vidor have as much field to cover as you possibly can. Vidor going to be ganging up. They would not anticipate Nederland throwing now in this kind of situation.
I twins. Hopkins over left tackle across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Second down and about 11 to go for Nederland. You can see this is just a straight power play. Double team at the point of attack with 2 linemen, then lead a fullback in.
It's 71 yards on 16 carries tonight for Kendrick Hopkins. See the time there, under 8:30.
Single back now. Shaw in motion to a wing position. Hopkins right up the middle, breaks the first line, second line, gets across the 20 to about the 21. Fine play there by Hopkins as his speed got him past the defensive lineman into the secondary of the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a nice line surge by Nederland.
Cole Brown, junior, number 62, down there hitting a cornerback. That's an offensive lineman's dream there.
3rd and short, and this is just an absolute must stop for Vidor. Nederland gets his first down. There's going to take another couple minutes off the clock at least. No Kendrick Hopkins coming right at him unless it's a play fake and Raines keeps it.
Quick pitch over to Hopkins.
And
he's tagged. There's a flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be an offensive penalty. But Hopkins dove forward. Great play there by the Vidor defense. I believe it held him short.
Yeah, I think so. And you got to think they're going to decline the penalty to get the ball back. Holding, though, they may take it.
10 yards is a lot of yardage in this game. Jeff Matthews on the field to think about it.
It's just a matter if you take it, it gives Nederland a chance to run another 30 seconds off the clock.
Perhaps we can see the penalty here. I think it was up at the top side there. Perhaps Deshaun Washington helped the defensive end to the ground.
They are going to take it. Dare Nederland to throw the ball to try to get the first down.
3rd down and 11 to go for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have hit 2 big pass plays here in the second half.
Play clock and the game clock start running at the referee's instruction. We're down to 7:14 now.
You'd think Nederland would use most of it before they snap the ball.
Bunch left set. Range rolls to his left. It's a straight keep formation. He cuts back trying to get a first down. Another flag thrown. That'll be another offensive penalty. Raines falls down, or is tackled, I should say, at the 17-yard line. So that's a gain of maybe 6 yards. But offensive holding again is the call against Nederland. Does Matthews want to take 10 more yards?
Well, he's got him in a punting situation. I think he needs to make a punt and get the ball back. Yeah.
Takes the play, and as Bob West called it, it's going to be 4th down, and Nederland will punt it, but they did get the clock down to underneath 7 minutes. Pirates drop 1 back.
So does Nederland take a timeout here? They'd never started the play clock.
No real need to.
Here comes the punt team.
They can bleed 15 seconds off and still get it. Bryce Cooper is at his own 46-yard line to return the punt from Seth Barrow.
You got to think Vidor's going to come after the punter now.
Nederland in a tight punt formation. Barrow, it's off the side of his foot. It's going to hit inside his own territory. Caught in stride by Bryce Cooper. Flag on the play as Cooper is taken out at the Nederland 36-yard line.
But they're probably going to wind up starting from around midfield.
Referee's getting a lot of face time this half.
A lot of penalty action going on here. Going to be a holding on Vidor, going to bring it back around midfield. So Vidor, 6:23 left. They're 2 touchdowns down. They've probably got 2 possessions left. So they're going to have to score a touchdown, get the ball back, stop Nederland, and score again, all in 6 minutes.
Referees mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which was at the Nederland 41. So it'll be at the Vidor 49-yard line. Play clock starts, but the game clock is frozen until the ball is put into play. 6:22 on the clock. Quarterback Montana Carante. Slot right, crazy motion. Carante pitches it over to Jeremy Stevenson. Number 4 keeps running, slants out of bounds after a 4-yard gain to the Nederland 47. I love slow motion replays. That's about the speed I run, unfortunately. Thank you, guys. Well done out in the truck.
So getting out of bounds, good move, gets the clock stopped for Vidor. 6:16 left.
Slot right stack. Durante with the ball, no pressure, throws it deep. Jump ball there. And let's see what the referee says. Incomplete. Zach Taylor back on the coverage.
There was some contact, didn't need to be really, but looked like a hand came out. I know Vidor thinks it should be an interception. There's certainly, because that was just kind of a prayer. Just threw it up in the air. And Jeff Matthews sure thinks there was interference.
Pass in the direction of Colby Sciorria.
Let's see. Let's get another look here and see if maybe a Nederland defender doesn't kind of get a hand on the receiver.
I apologize, Colby. I've been mispronouncing your name, Sciorilla. And it's hard to say there.
Yeah, it is. Taylor had his hands back. He was pulling them back, saying, hey, I didn't do anything. So big third down for Vidor.
Slot right, 3rd and 6. Carante pitches it over to Thomas Novak.
And Deshaun Washington runs him down. And when you got a tackle that can run down a back, you got a pretty unique football player, pretty good football player, and that guy is a good.
3-yard gain. It'll be 4th down and 3 for Vidor.
Vidor's got to go, no question about it. This is really the game for them if they don't convert and make a first down here.
Offensive coordinator checking at the 50-yard line. You can see here on the replays just a straight pitch. Novak able to get around the first guy, but 280 pounds catching you from behind.
Clock running. They've taken an awful lot of time getting this play in and getting set.
6 seconds left on the play clock. Carante keeps the ball around left end's got the first down.
Get it, yep.
And is hit out of bounds at the 36-yard line. First down as Montana Carante finds some jets. He really accelerated around that left end.
Nice job there. I mean, the game's on the line for them. If he doesn't get this, he gets around Karan right there. Even if the tackle's made, he's going to get the first down.
Knocked out of bounds by Jordan Wood.
Keeps hope alive for the Pirates.
37-yard line of the Bulldogs. Slot left formation. Carante with the ball. Almost intercepted. Right off the hands. Off the hands of Marcus Barton, had it in his hands. Colton Kimmler, I'm sorry. Kimmler had that right there in his hands. You can see Carante again under some pressure. Good defensive play there, cut right in front of the receiver, Marcus Moore. 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. Slot left formation. Carante on a keeper. This time he went to his left and the Bulldogs were waiting for him.
Nobody fooled on that one. The ever-present Deshaun Washington among a pack of Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. Another big 3rd down coming for Vidor.
Novak was blocking for Carante, but didn't look like there was anyone else over there to help lead him up through the hole.
Vidor, this is not a good come from behind here. They're just taking too long to get plays off in this situation.
3rd down and 9. Carante looks deep. He's got a throwback going of his own over the head of Jeremy Stevenson. 2 Bulldogs in the area, including Kobe Curon.
4th and 9, got to go.
Good throwback action here by Carante, but he's rolling to his left, throwing back across and just over the top.
Nice job by the defensive end there. Kobe Curon dropping, and he makes Carante have to get the ball up over him, and to do that he has to throw it over his receiver.
Again, taking a lot of time getting the play in. 10 seconds on the play clock. Game clock, of course, not moving from 4:22, but 4th down, slot left, crazy motion. Carante looks down the middle, first down. Plenty more room.
Still on his feet.
John Boy Smith. That's a great name for a tight end. John Boy Smith, number 84, gets the first down on 4th down.
Clutch play for Vidor. The Pirates are still alive.
And that play has been open pretty much. That's just getting underneath the zone. Great call there by the Vidor coaching staff. 1st down and 10, crazy motion again. Carante on the belly play. I don't know if he had the ball or if Goodo did. I think the Bulldogs tackled both of them just to be sure.
We're inside 4 minutes. Vidor back up quickly this time.
Carante with the ball. Falling forward, another 2 yards, gets inside the 15 to the 13.
So Vidor looking at 3rd and about 3.5, and time ticking away.
Great play there by Novak. Taking the ball off the left side, gets the first down to the 5-yard line. First down and goal, but the clock is not the Pirates' friend. It's all going to come down to that onside kick,
right.
Bob.
Yep.
You can start it
down. They got to get an onside kick.
Novak gets closer down to the 3-yard line as the Pirates just pound it forward, trying to hurry up with their offense so that they can give, if they do get the onside kick, they need some time. Pirates with 2 timeouts. They have not used one yet in this quarter. Burned one back in the 3rd. Carante with the ball. Gets down to the 5-yard line. I'm sorry, that wasn't Carante, it's Michael Goodo. No, it's Carante.
No, it
okay.
was Carante. Jordan Wood runs him down, and
the foggy mirrors are getting me up here.
Let me tuck the ball in. Here comes Wood.
Got him by the scruff of the jersey there.
Colton Kimler, so this forces Vidor to run another play.
3rd down and goal. Ball's at the 6, and they decide to go ahead and call a timeout. Vidor calls a timeout with 2:05 left in the game. 20-6, Bulldogs over the Pirates. We'll be back.
You could make a case.
Yeah, we're making a case for a lot of guys right now as far as the game goes. In just a minute, we're going to finalize our discussion here on the Rick's Auto Body Excellence Player of the Game. Right now, it's a 3rd down and goal for Vidor after their timeout. 2:05 left. Come out in a wing right, strong wing right. Ball on the ground.
On the,
Carante, I think, did he get it?
He got it back, but well, we got signals going on down
There's a
here.
flag on the far side over there. Looks like it's going to be a call against the Bulldogs. Referee getting the call from the line judge. We look to the white hat. Defensive offside. That's going to cut the distance in half.
And get him a down back. That's pretty big. That is pretty big.
And
2:01. Referee saying roll the clock though, and really that's the Pirates' enemy right now. They got the 3 yards and they get the down back, but they're going to lose 10 seconds, 15 seconds in the transition. Bunch left for Carante. There's the crazy motion. Carante trying to get in on his own off of his right tackle. Gets 2 yards, diving forward. He's going to be down to the 1. It's 4th down.
Take it down to 4th down.
You can see there all the motion just designed to get the defense out of their comfort zone, maybe overshift too far to the right and allow Carante to score, but they're down to the 1 yard line. It's 4th down. Great shot here by the field camera, Cody Riggs. You're the line judge. Let's see if the Pirates score. Crazy motion.
Score.
Carante dives forward, touchdown Vidor. That was just a young man on a mission.
Well, the thing is, Charlie, even though they got the touchdown, if they get the point, it's going to be 20-13. It took so long. There's only 1 minute and 5 seconds. Say they get an onside kick, then they're going to have to go 60 yards in 1 minute and 5 seconds. But at least they have a chance. They did what they had to do. They got it in the end zone.
I believe they're down to 1 timeout, having called one earlier. The scoreboard shows them with 2, but I believe they only have 1. 20-12, 105, and running a guy out here. They need to kick this 1 point, having had 1 blocked earlier.
Got that one through, so it's all coming down to an onside kick. We're going to go ahead and call Carson Raines, number 18 of Nederland, as our Rick's Auto Body Excellence Player of the Game. So our guys will be able to pick him up without any trouble if Nederland recovers the onside kick. There he is, Carson Raines, number 18. He was 9 of 15 for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 6 carries for 23 and a touchdown. He did not turn the ball over. Did a very smooth job of operating Nederland's offense. Made a great throw on the biggest 3rd down play of the game for Nederland when the score was 7-6. And so it all comes down now to an onside kick.
Doesn't get much more exciting than this. I mean, Nederland at Vidor, the battle of the black and gold. And the last few years, the battles between these 2 teams have come down to less than a touchdown. Hard fought, well played, well coached, very exciting. And a cannon. I mean, that's the fireworks. I like the cannon. I tell you what, it definitely lets you know when the Pirates are taking the field. Now the hands team on the field for the Nederland Bulldogs on the return side, on the right-hand side. And for the first time, well, the second time, we saw an onside kick last week that Orangefield successfully executed, but it was in a surprise position. This one is pretty much expected. Michael Tamayo. Oh, it's a high kick taken by Vidor. Oh, my word. At the 49-yard line of Nederland.
Got a big bounce.
Executed.
Yeah. Nederland, I don't think Nederland ever touched the ball, did they?
I don't think they did.
Yeah. So, Vidor is alive.
We've got to see that on replay from several angles, I hope. From the twin sisters up top, from the field crew. I mean, that was a magnificently executed onside kick, 20-13.
Watch it now. Watch the bounce he gets.
Gonna hit right there. Just bounce over the receiver. He takes it and drops down. Slot left for Vidor as we come back. Carante looking for the quick throw. Throws it underneath. It is caught for a 9-yard gain to Bryce Cooper. Cooper gets down to the 41-yard line, and how big is that missed extra point or the missed fake point after?
Right, that could come into play.
Caleb Malvo comes out for Nederland. High formation, Carante. Tried a little wraparound that time.
Didn't work. Down to, well, the clock has stopped. Is that their last time out?
That's Vidor's last time out at 33 seconds left. They tried the wraparound draw to Michael Gutto. You can see, watch Montana's hands. There's the ball right there. He hands it off as he goes behind him.
And the one player who wasn't fooled was Brock Pryor.
And when you don't fool the 275-pound defensive lineman, he's a 2-year letterman. He's seen a lot of it, but that's a famous play that you see a lot in high school football. It's not quite like putting the ball on the ground and everybody running away and the guard picks it up and goes the other one, the Bumarooski. But all that misdirection is fundamental to the wing tee, to the slot tee. It's fun to watch. I hated to play against it.
That's a play Nederland has had some success with in the past, the wraparound draw.
3rd down and 2 for the Pirates. Nederland 41-yard line. The Vidor no longer has any timeouts. 33 seconds. They need first downs or touchdowns. How exciting can this get? Roll the dice, Bob.
You got to throw it. I mean, it's just
slot right motion. Ferrante's going to keep it around the left side. He's got the first down, still running.
So he gets a clock stop on the first down. They'll have to get lined up quickly. They're at the 34-yard line.
It doesn't look like he's going to spike it. He's going to call a play once he recognizes the defense. Yeah, well, he does spike it. He was waiting on the sticks to be placed and then the ball to be put into play by the referee.
21 seconds.
Oh, we'd like to go ahead and thank the whole Sheffield Productions crew list. Of course, the director, Mike Sheffield, technical director, William LeBlanc, replay operator, Robert Stiles, audio and secondary replay, Chris Jellin, scoreboard graphics, Chris Guthrie, field director, Lou Sheffield, Danny Bello and Kenny Lindvik with the HD cameras up top, Dale LeBlanc and Cody Riggs with the field cameras. Ferrante rolls to his right, throws underneath. It is caught and dropped. Through the hands of Bryce Cooper. It was slightly underthrown, and he was having to come back for it.
Looked like he had it for a minute.
Ferrante's throw just a little bit short of Cooper, but Cooper is open.
Very catchable ball.
Zach Taylor on defense. And of course, I need to mention this, the #1 faithful viewer of Sheffield Productions, Mary Sheffield, who I understand is going to the lake tomorrow. I don't know if she's a deer hunter. A lot of people are going to the lakes tomorrow for the opening of deer season. Now the Pirates in an I left formation with twins. Ferrante rolls to his left, throws it underneath in the area under the zone. Nederland just holds him up. Time is stopped as there is a first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to spike it and have one play to throw it in the end zone.
Bryce Cooper caught the ball for the first down. Now once it's put into play, Ferrante spikes it. 6 seconds left in the game. But
one play. Not going to have a Seattle-Green Bay finish here, are we?
Oh, bite your tongue. It doesn't get any more exciting than this, though. This is a great game.
Well, we knew it would be a good game. It's lived up to all we thought it would be.
6 seconds left. Ferrante does have a good arm. He has the ability to throw it into the end zone, and of course, the referees are just saying, I hope it isn't me that has to determine the game. Play the game out. Slot right, change it to a slot left. Ferrante rolls to his right, has pressure in his face, up in the air, intercepted by Nederland to end the game. A fantastic finish there, a fantastic effort on the part of the Vidor Pirates at Ivan Croak Field. A magnificent game by both sides. Very exciting, 20-13 your final score as Jeff Matthews and Larry Newman meet at the 45-yard line. You can see there on replay the interception by Seth Barrow ends the game. Nederland starts off District 24A play at 1-0. Vidor 0-1. Next week, Vidor will be traveling to Beaumont Ozan, and Nederland will be having its homecoming against Livingston. For the Port Arthur News, Bob West and David Coleman, I'm Charlie Jellin. This has been the Friday Night Experience. We thank you for your attention, and we'll see you next time.